What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram. It's Mike.
And JJ, and this video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company. Visit our website and click their ad to enter your team in a chance to win a free banquet.
It's the big game, and I do mean the big game. Long Beach Poly versus Wilson. We've been waiting for this one all year. Jackrabbits coming out in the fresh throwbacks, and that's how you know this is a historic rivalry that dates back to 1932, because how many high school games come with throwbacks, JJ?
I mean, some schools couldn't even do it if they tried. Bruins coming in as the defending champions of the Moore League. Pretty fired up about that, wouldn't you be?
Absolutely, and the crowd was fired up as well. Nice scenes before the game. Bruins linking arms during the national anthem. Jackrabbits, several defensive players taking a knee. Josh Brown saying they wanted to do so in honor of the situation in Charlotte. We also know it's a big game because we've got dignitaries. Susie Price, a Wilson alum, Dee Andrews, a Poly alum. They're both on the city council.
And shout out to the crowd like you do at Vets. Both student sections are lit.
Speaking of dignitaries, Mayor Robert Garcia, our first boss, tosses it. Someone tell Dee this doesn't go on the scoreboard, though, as the Jackrabbits win
It's been a long
toss.
time since he played football. Might give him a break.
It's only been 60 years or so. The defense is making plays early. Frankie Nara is helping the Wilson D get off the field with that pass breakup. And then Ryan Nixon doing the same thing for the Jackrabbits on the other end.
Edgar Hayes forces the quick throw and then, using both legs.
Keon Markham jumping off both legs and high-pointing that one to bring down the interception. However, 3rd and 1, a great play to be a Bruin. 53 yards, Jacoby Hardy, straight line sprinter, untouched on that touchdown.
All he does is score untouched touchdowns. Wilson,
I'm going to start calling him on touchdowns.
7-0, just like last year.
Bruins fans fired up and hoping that the rest of the game would not go like last year, but immediately after, McDonald to the other Markham, also named Keon Markham. Mark it 6, dude. 7-7 halfway through the second quarter. Jackrabbits answer back just that fast. And the defense for Poly is going to pitch a shutout for the final 33 minutes of this game as they were all over the Bruin rushing attack.
Yeah, spoiler alert there. Juwan Barker able to jar this ball loose when Wilson gets the ball back, and all the King's horses and all the King's men are not going to help Wilson cover that ball again.
Pretty tough. Barker actually picks it up himself, and then a rugby game breaks out around the 20-yard line, JJ. Setting up Poly with another chance to score here, except it's a great play by Samaje Parker relation to bat that one down.
Yeah, all he does is make great plays in that secondary. They need to get him the ball more on offense, though.
Moises Gonzalez parts the Red Sea and pulls that one down. He mentioned Parker and needed the ball a lot more than he got it tonight for sure. But going to halftime, the Bruins and their fans fired up. Just a 6-point lead for the Jackrabbits. Certainly not what many were expecting coming into this game. Wilson going toe-to-toe.
This is the next chapter of the game that started last year, it feels like.
Absolutely, but right out of the gate, the best beast on McDonald's farm is Markham. He had 4 catches for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns, if you need them, from the sophomore. And then 2 plays later, who's that knocky on the door? Amanake Vaea with the pick 6 as he seeks contact going into the end zone.
Any linebacker with the ball is going to seek contact, Mike. Them's the rules.
JJ, when you were a quarterback, if you threw an interception and you saw a linebacker coming at you, you just got out of the way, right?
Nah, homie, I'm going to go hide behind that guy or that guy.
26-7 Jackrabbits, just a minute and 18 seconds into the second half. And on defense for Poly, offense for Wilson. Hardy bottled up, just not much room for Wilson to operate in the second half. And the Say Hayes kid with another sack of Griffin is Edgar Hayes, playing great on the defensive line.
Ice in his veins, as we've always known. Kmart, though, on the cleanup. Kevin Martin and his helmet get the ball back for Wilson inside the 1-yard line of Poly. So here we go, right? Wilson knocking on the door. Well, not going to get there the first time, so line it back up. Let's try that one once again.
Josh Brown doing the LeVar Arrington, which I know JJ loves as a Penn State
Dude,
guy.
that's a throwback.
Right over the top and makes the tackle in the A-gap. They switch quarterbacks, but it's not going to happen in 3. I think that's Juwan Barker who's able to pull the back down before he gets in the end zone.
This is old school, baby. This is rivalry stuff. This is when they used to just line them up and bang heads. It's 4th down. The stuff of legends, Mike.
4 plays inside the 1, and the Jackrabbits stuff Wilson on all 4. That is pretty crazy. Trigger warning for Olu fans circa 2007. A big stop for the Jackrabbits defense. One of those series you'll be talking about for a while. Griffin Paler in at quarterback looking very efficient. He hits Moises Gonzalez, and that's going to set up Aaron Champlin for an 11-yard touchdown that would end the scoring. So another nice performance for Wilson. Certainly came out and did some great things in the first half, but it ends up Poly 32, Wilson 7. as the Jackrabbits take back the throne, as Josh Brown said.
Thanks to all of our sponsors, including Papalucci's, a great place to eat on 2nd Street. Yeah, that throne is over there on Atlantic, but this Moore League season really is just getting started for the rest.
Absolutely is. Polly will be at Cabrillo next week while Wilson hosts Jordan to find out what happens in those games and everything else Long Beach football. You got to keep it right here at GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram.